Smart blinds cost between $40 per shade for the budget end and over $1,000 per window for the premium end. The marketing promises energy savings, convenience, and added home security.
The real question: do the savings justify the investment?
According to a 2024 Department of Energy study on automated window treatments, the answer depends heavily on your climate, window orientation, and existing insulation.
Let's start with the energy claim. The Department of Energy study tracked 150 homes with automated shades over 12 months. Homes in cooling-dominant climates saw an average 12% reduction in air conditioning energy. Heating-dominant homes saw 7% reduction.
The mechanism is simple: smart blinds close during peak sun in summer and open during low sun in winter, automatically.
Here's the catch: the savings depend on you having decent windows in the first place.
If your windows are single pane from 1985, smart blinds reduce a relatively small total loss. If your windows are double pane Energy Star certified, the percentage savings stays similar but the absolute dollar amount drops. The biggest absolute savings hit homes with bad windows facing the sun. Let me run a real number. A 2,000 square foot home in Phoenix with bad insulation might spend $2,400 a year on cooling.
A 12% reduction is $288 annually.
If the smart blinds cost $5,000 for the whole house, payback runs 17 plus years.
That's longer than most blinds last mechanically. The economics are tough at premium pricing. Now let's flip it. The IKEA Furter Smart Roller Blind is $149 per window. 15 windows in a house, $2,200 total. Same Phoenix scenario, same savings. Payback now is just under 8 years.
Still not great, but at least you might recoup before the motors wear out.
Budget brands change the math significantly. The premium players. Lutron Serena and Savoya start around $300 per window. Hunter Douglas PowerView shades are $500 to $1,000 each.
Somfy Motors retrofit existing blinds at around $200 per window plus your existing blinds.
The premium brands sell on aesthetics, fabric quality, and integration with high-end home automation systems.
Energy savings is not their main pitch. Battery versus wired matters more than people realize. Battery-powered smart blinds are easier to install, no electrician needed. But the batteries need recharging every 2 to 12 months depending on usage. Climbing a ladder for 15 windows twice a year gets old fast. Wired blinds are the right call for permanent installations, but they require an electrician and cost 2 to 4 times more in labor.
Solar charging is the middle ground. Several brands now offer solar-charged battery panels that mount on the window frame. SwitchBot, Ulax, and a few others have solar kits. Performance depends on your window orientation.
South-facing windows charge reliably, north-facing in winter struggle. In my own setup, I run wired on south-facing and battery on the rest with manual recharge schedule. Protocol choice is critical. Wi-Fi smart blinds are easy to set up but drain batteries fast and clog your network if you have many.
Zigbee and Z-Wave use less power but need a hub.
Matter over thread is becoming the gold standard for new shades because thread uses minimal battery. The Acura Roller Shade Driver E1 was one of the first popular Matter thread shades, around $50 retrofit.
Here's something most reviewers skip. Noise. Cheap motorized blinds are loud. Like, wake your partner at 6 a.m. loud. Lutron motors are whisper quiet because they invested in quality engineering.
The IKEA Furter is mid-range. Some sub-$50 blinds sound like a hand drill.
Test them in person if possible, or read noise complaints in user reviews specifically. Installation difficulty.
Replacement of existing blinds with smart blinds takes 30 minutes per window if your brackets are standard. Custom-fit motorized blinds require measurement, ordering, and installation by a pro, often 2 to 3 weeks of lead time. Retrofit motors that bolt onto existing chain-driven blinds are the fastest install but only work with chain mechanisms, not cordless designs.
Smart features beyond raw open and close. Astronomical clock automation opens and closes blinds based on local sunrise and sunset, automatically adjusting through the year. Temperature-based automation closes blinds when room temperature exceeds a threshold.
Security mode randomizes open and close times when you're traveling. The premium brands tend to have all of this built in, while budget brands rely on your hub for the smarts.
Privacy concern in smart blinds is underrated. A connected blind that knows when you're home or away is an interesting target for someone watching network traffic. Lutron and Hunter Douglas process commands locally with the hub.
Several budget brands send open and close events through Chinese cloud servers.
If privacy matters to you, look at brands with explicit local processing. Maintenance over time.
The motors in a typical smart blind are rated for 50,000 to 100,000 cycles. If you open and close twice daily, that's 70 years on the high end and 35 on the low end.
Sounds like forever, but battery-powered units fail earlier when corrosion gets into the contacts. Plan for replacement around year 10 on the budget brands. Now the gotcha most people don't see coming. Smart blinds depend on the manufacturer's app or hub continuing to exist. The Bali Smart Shade ecosystem went into limbo in 2023 when the parent company restructured. Owners with Bali AutoView blinds had limited functionality for months. Pick brands with strong financial backing or open protocol support so you're not stranded. Comparison time.
Best budget pick for 2026 is the Acura Roller Shade Driver E1 if you have existing chain blinds.
$49 retrofit. Best mid-range if you want full replacement is the IKEA Furter, $149 per window with hub support for Apple, Google, and Amazon. Best premium for total integration is Lutron Savoia, $300 per window starting, with the Caseta hub. What about renters?
The Acura retrofit motors are renter-friendly because they don't replace the blinds, they motorize the existing chain.
No installation damage. Take them with you when you move.
The IKEA Furter is also relatively reversible because the brackets attach with screws and you can patch the holes when you leave.
Light filtering versus blackout. Smart blinds come in both. Light filtering shades reduce glare and provide privacy while still letting daylight through. Blackout shades are for bedrooms and home theaters. Most smart shade lines offer both options with the same hardware. Don't pick blackout for living rooms unless you really want a cave when the shades are down.
Specific automation routines that justify the cost. Wake-up routine opens shades gradually, exposing you to morning light, which research from Northwestern University in 2023 showed improved sleep quality and morning alertness. The Hue sunrise alarm without a smart shade is half the experience. With a smart shade, real natural light wakes you. That's a quality of life upgrade hard to put a dollar on. Heat shielding routine closes south-facing shades when outdoor temperature exceeds a threshold and the sun is direct. This alone delivered 8 to 10% of the cooling savings in the Department of Energy study. Without automation, you'd have to close them manually every afternoon, which nobody actually does consistently. Automation is what unlocks the savings. Vacation security routine. While you're traveling, blinds open and close at slightly randomized times that match typical occupancy patterns. According to the FBI's 2024 crime data, homes with visible automated occupancy patterns are statistically less likely to be burgled than dark, empty-looking homes. Hard to quantify exactly, but a real benefit alongside the energy savings. What I would not recommend. Buying smart blinds for north-facing windows that get no direct sun. The energy savings is near zero and you're paying for convenience only. For those windows, get a manual blind. Save the smart budget for the south and west-facing ones. Same advice for windows in rooms you rarely use, like a guest bedroom.
Real-world expectations setting. Smart blinds will not save you thousands per year.
They will save you between $50 and $300 depending on your situation, plus deliver convenience and security benefits worth maybe another $200 per year of subjective value. The total payback can stretch 10 years or more on premium brands. Budget brands can hit 5 years. The right way to start. Pick your 3 highest impact windows. South or west facing, large glass area, room you use a lot. Buy smart blinds for just those 3. Live with them for a year. Track the difference on your bill. Then expand if the math works for your situation. Whole house smart blinds is rarely the right first move. Subscribe to Espacio Intelligent and hit the bell. Next week's setup goes deeper into smart curtain DIY versus brand name kits, where the math actually works in your favor and where it doesn't. Drop a comment with the room you most want automated, and I will help troubleshoot the right approach for your specific situation.